I think another, did you, when you were shy, right? And I think now we're touching on like some earlier topics, but when you were shy, were you battling stuff like social anxiety, stuff like that?
I was, and I definitely was battling it. Definitely use comedy, self-depreciating humor, stuff like that. It's like, I think it's a very common thing for a lot of Asian people. You make self-depreciating jokes, Asian jokes and stuff like that, because you kind of want to be in with the in crowd a little bit.
I'm one of the
cool ones. And like, I don't need to try to be cool. I just need to be the best.
I'm a person. Yeah.
And I found my identity, and my identity wasn't like Asian kid in school. My identity was I'm a wrestler. I'm part of the wrestling team. I'm now team captain. I am now one of this. Like, that was my identity. So as weird as it sounds, I had to remove myself from my Asianness to find myself to now embrace and love my Asianness. You know what I mean?
And I think that holds very true. But a lot of Asian guys, girls, they are very cliquish,
right?
Especially like in this country, I see the Asians kind of they're in their own
safe
bubble.
It's comforting. It's a very safe place to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have that option. That was the thing. I didn't grow up around Asian community, so I never had that option. I was just thrown into Western society and said, "Have fun, figure it out."
But in a lot of these major cities, it's easy to have the comfort.
See, I saw that because my brother did that. My brother found the Asian communities.
I see.
They weren't in the city that we lived in, so as soon as he got the drive, he drove out over there. You know what I mean? He went to college with all the Asians. He went straight into it because I think he didn't like the backlash either, right? Because we both go through the same backlash. Yes. We just went about it different ways. Yeah. But he found the Asian community and went into that safe zone.
Right.
I just kept battling it out in Western society of like,
fuck it, let me be homecoming king.
Exactly. Yeah. Like this is my life. This is me. Like,
hey, let me get some soju Korean barbecue every weekend.
Yeah, I mean, and
it's fun though.
Yeah, to each their own. Because again, like we didn't sign up for this fight. You know what I mean? Like,
we were thrown in this country. Right.
So I completely understand if those who want to back up out of it and just find their little bubble, be comfortable, and have a comfortable, happy life. Go for it. No hate on my end. Enjoy your life. But from my end, it was like, yo, I got thrown into this battle. I'm in the middle of this battle for like cultural relevancy in Western society. Yeah. Well, here we are. Let me keep going at it. Like,
yeah. And I think that's why for a lot of people who are in the cliques, when they do go outside of their circle, it's it kind of builds that like social anxiety.
Right.
Too. It's like, oh man, like how do I talk to somebody of a different culture, right? How do I and that's why like I think Asian guys to a lot of women, they're seen as shy.
Right.
They're seen as like, I guess, the nice guy. Whatever the stereotype is, it's like we just haven't had that kind of interaction.
Right.
And going out of our circle is, I would say, uncomfortable.
100%. I very much get that, and it's also it's just seeing the other sex as people, not somebody you're trying to have sex with too. That's if you're not having a lot of interactions with women, it's hard to have interactions with women that in your mind, even like just subconsciously isn't trying to turn sexual. And there's got to be some element of it there, but you get way more success if you just talk to a person as a person first and then get there versus like, trying to be like, let me start this conversation because I want to date this person. No, just start the conversation as a person and then you'll get there eventually if it starts going that direction,
Yeah. I think for myself, like I found a lot of, like in college, I was hanging out with, all my Asian homies, right? And I think, I started off kind of blossoming within that community, just being more social. And then out of college is when I started doing YouTube, and the YouTube videos, oh my god, it helped me with everything. Right. And I was talking to all kinds of strangers, right? And I think, but what I noticed that I'm fairly attracted to just my Asian women. You know,
everyone's got a thing. Everyone's got what they're attracted to.
Right. But I think slowly, as I was like, hooking up more, I started to, I guess, open my mind to just being able to talk to another person and just find points of connection, rather than feeling safe that they're, we kind of look alike.
Right. When I went to college and it was like I'm meeting Asian people for once, I'm now around people that look like me, but we have nothing to talk about. We have nothing in common. You know what I mean? Like the vibe is different because a lot of them came from the Asian communities, and suddenly like we're like I can't relate to them, right? But then like in the skate world, there's I'm now relating to all these other people that like we look nothing alike, but we connect on such a on a fundamental level because of our backgrounds and so forth.
Let's see. To kind of close it off, like a big section I want to do is have you impart some advice, wisdom.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so we talked about Asian guys being too nice, right? I guess let's not just put on Asian guys. Let's just say how could guys in general increase their sex appeal?
You increase the sex appeal by, again, rule 1, being attractive. Rule 2, don't be unattractive, right? And then again, and I say that, and people, it's like, oh no, you're just born away. No, attractive isn't good looking. Attractive is you attract people. You attract their attention. There's something about you that attracts people, right? So it could be through your confidence. It could be through your humor. It could be through your talents, your skills, abilities. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, the better you are at who you are, the more confident you are, the more you project that sort of confidence of the confidence in yourself. That's what makes you attractive. And even if you are attractive, you have those things, you could be unattractive by having a shit attitude, just being a dick, like just generally like you can still be very talented, but then everyone finds out like you're just the worst person to hang around with. You're now unattractive, even though you may, conventionally be attractive. So,
but do you think stuff like basic stuff like working out? Because you could tell this to like, hey, like a 400-pound dude.
Oh right. But here's the thing though, right? Like if you're a 400-pound dude and you're not uncomfortable about being 400 pounds, right? You're carrying that confidence because you chose to be that 400 pounds. You're carrying around with confidence. You got the sense of humor. You've got the fashion. You got all these things going for you. Your hygiene's good and so forth. I've seen dudes like that pull super hot women because the woman's like, oh shit, he's funny as fuck and he's super cool to hang out with, right? And like, so for women, I mean, you have to think too, for women, sex is more mental than physical. For men, it's more physical than mental. So for us, it's like, oh, they have to look a certain way, this and this, because like, we need to see the physical stimuli for everything to be working. For women, they don't even need to look at us. You know what I mean? Like literally some of the positions they're not looking at us, right? Yeah. So your physical looks doesn't matter as much to the women as their looks matter to us as the men. Because, if you're the funniest dude in the world and she thinks you're hilarious and great and so forth, but she's not that physically attracted to you, she could just do doggy with you the whole fucking time and be good. You know what I mean? Like,
is there like a dream guest though, for you?
Oh man, yes. I mean, there's a lot, right? Like, but I said it before and I'll say it again now. It's I'm a huge fan of Gina Valentina, and like. And like I got in right when she kind of got out, so that was like a heartbreaking kind of like, oh no, like.
Oh, that's funny because I met Gina too.
Oh, okay.
I did a little video with her.
I've actually met her a few times myself too.
Yes, she got a boyfriend now. Right. She's like, like a family girl now, and it's like she did a lot. Now, do you have a strategy on how to kind of just fucking go to the top, to the moon? Like,
I do and I don't. I don't have anything that's specifically like.
Are you aiming for like, yo, I want to be like Ash Ketchum. I want to be the very best.
I don't know about very, very best. I do. There is a part of me that's kind of like, okay, if I have the longevity to last the full 10 years, I would like to go for AVN Hall of Fame status. You know what I mean? Just to be like, leave that mark in the industry, to be like, you can't take this away from me. I've left my mark. I'm here. Yeah. But with that, it's like, that's a fantasy, not a goal. The goal is really just be like financially independent, take care of my shit, and build a platform, build up my East Meets West brand platform, so that way I can eventually have my own site where I'm shooting content and giving opportunities to Asian male talent, or even not just particularly like East Asian male, but just other ethnic groups that aren't really getting a lot of shine